So we have more than a few people registered to join today. But as I said, this session is going to be recorded so everybody can have access to this information. I know sometimes reading a long document is a little sterile, so I wanted to have this meeting so that everybody can ask the questions that you have. So welcome. My name is Andrea Roncoroni. I'm here joined with by Jessica Alves. She is the business coordinator with me for Tracks and Tracks events. And today we're going to talk about Rail Day 2026. So as many of you already know, the event is going to take place in June 17 and 18 of 2026. This is going to be in the middle of the summer. And so we are hoping that all the people coming from abroad is going to see the best of Toronto, especially with the FIFA World Cup having games here. But anyway, let's just dive in. The event is going to take place at the International Center, as we have for the last 3 years. This will be our 5th year hosting the Rail Day. And I would like to share more particulars about the event schedule. We are moving in, all exhibitors are going to be moving in on Tuesday, June 16th. This means that we're going to have different schedules for outdoor exhibitors and indoor exhibitors. The yard equipment can be moved in starting 11 in the morning. However, the hall exhibitors, anyone who has a booth indoors, can only start moving in at 4 p.m. I understand that this is a little on the late side of things, but we need to make sure that everything is ready before you join. The event is a 2-day event, Wednesday and Thursday. So Wednesday, June 17th, the day is full from 9 to 7 p.m. because from 9 to 5, we will have the conference. From 11 to 5, it's going to be the hall and the yard and the demos. But then from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., we're going to host a cocktail for the exhibitors. So all the exhibitors will come with their exhibitor badges and they're going to get a drink and enjoy some snacks and network and meet new people. On day 2, the conference will be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And sorry, I'm getting all these notifications. And then the hall and the yard are going to be open from 9 to 4. Move out can only start at 4 p.m. So we are going to request, as we always do, as good neighbors and to protect the integrity of the show, that nobody moves out before 4 p.m. And that means that the booth needs to be presentable for the people walking the floor until 4 p.m. So there's no pre-packing and then leaving at 4. This, again, is to protect the integrity of the show and make sure that every year people come and they are there for both days and we can do more business. So a little bit about the venue and the area. For those who are not familiar, this venue is across from the Pearson International Airport in Toronto, in Mississauga, I should say. The venue is at the back of the huge property that the International Center has. It's going to be in Hall 5. And there is public transit very close by. We have Malton Station. And on Airport Road, there are bus stops all along the way. The goal is for us to secure a sponsor that can support a shuttle bus service that can connect public transit with the venue, especially because in the summer, this little walk that you see here, it's not so little. And so we want to make sure that everyone comes comfortable. There is parking at the venue, so you can come with your vehicles and park outside. There is no charge for it, but as our association in Transit Rail, we want to encourage the use of public transit. Then the venue, as I said, the floor plan, you've probably seen and been familiar with it. It's on our website. We have been updating the website plan by putting in dark gray the booths that are taken, so that you have a better understanding or who's going to be in your neighboring areas. So Jessica's prepared a PDF that we will post today with a list of all the exhibitors confirmed so far. We will update that as frequently as possible. Now you must note that the coming 2 weeks tracks is not going to be, like Jessica and I are not going to be here. We're going to have Ria supporting. So the updates for the next 2 weeks are not going to be as we would want them to be. But again, you will see what is available in the store. So we'll come back to this in a moment. And this is a nice picture of what the floor looked like last year. Very well. There is a door that connects the indoor hall with the outdoor yard. For those who have come to the show, you're familiar with it. It's a roll-up door, like it's really big. And so the access, there are going to be booths all along this side that are here, as you can see. Actually, these are almost all taken already. So this is the door that's going to connect us to be able to see all the demos outside. The main door to enter the venue is through door A here. So as you come to the venue, you'll get registration and then walk in this way. Very good. As I go through this presentation, if you have questions, please raise your digital hand. And Jessica, if someone posts something in the chat that needs to be addressed immediately, please interrupt me.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. So the conference will have 2 rooms. This picture was taken with the air wall divider outside of the way. So you can see that there's 2 stages there that's going to be divided afterwards. And talking a little bit more about the conference, this is something that we haven't posted anything yet. So this is all brand new information for you. Is that we have decided to declare the theme of this conference, the Passenger Rail Playbook. This is going to be discussing of how we're building the policies, practices, and partnerships that we need to standardize and strengthen the passenger rail in Canada, with a focus on the policy, risk, innovation, and people. So now that the theme is announced, I would like to give you some information on how you and your team and your colleagues can submit a paper so that you can become a speaker. Sorry, so just 1 second. We have a portal this year that is going to centralize all of the submissions and all the information. You will have to first create an account, log in and add your speakers, yourself or your teammates, and then you will be able to add information about the presentation for our... Thank you. So that our committee can make the decision of which submissions are most fitting for the theme and the time that we have. So when you click on this, I'm going to put a very clear button to access this portal on our web page. you'll get to this call for speaker submission site, and you're all going to submit for the first time. So you will have to create an account. When you click here, it's going to ask for your email and then some basic information. So let's just put here, it's going to populate, it's going to tell me that, Jess, I'm going to use your email. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
So you pop your email and then it's going to ask, oh, okay. So you're registered. So you're going to put basic information, and then what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to log in here. So the same portal where you can create the account, it's going to let you log in afterwards. So you put your email and your password, and it's going to take you to a portal that will say like the instructions of how to fill it in. But it's pretty basic. You come to add a speaker, you fill in all the information from this speaker, and we ask that you are as thorough as possible. You then save that speaker. Let me just cancel for now. And so when you save a speaker, you will have here a list in the My Speakers button of, well, you see I've put some samples here. And so you can edit this information later. If you put a picture that you're not comfortable with anymore, you have a better one or whatever else, you can do that. And then you can add a presentation as well, all the information, all the fields that you can fill. And then it's going to be saved here under My Presentations. And then when you edit, you can go in and edit it. As you can see, my test is all samples. And then you'll just be able to agree, or like you have to consent and confirm with some of the policies. And then, of course, you'll be able to, you'll be able to choose what speaker from the ones that you've added are going to be part of this talk.
Andrea, we have a question in the chat.
Yes, for sure. Go ahead.
Anne is asking, can we also offer those speaker slots to our European companies?
Definitely. Our conference is about the value we can bring to the industry. It's never about who is a sponsor or a member, who paid more, who is friends with whom. We are here to really discuss ideas that are worthwhile. The only caveat is it would have to be done in English or in French, so that our translation services can support it. Okay, so this is where you will have your presentations, and this will all be available until February 15th. So again, this information is going to be available on our page, and it's also available on the home of this portal. Okay, so all our speakers are going to have the opportunity to fill this in, maybe over the holidays, if that's when they have more available time. We want to be more consistent with the theme this year. We are at a crucial moment for the passenger rail industry in Canada, so the theme needs to really be about this playbook that we so desperately need, that we need to come together as an industry and put together. Very well. So unless there are any questions, I think I can continue with the slides. Okay. So as we said, anytime the hall is open, we will also have demos in the yard. All the big equipment doing demos is going to be outside. We will require that you submit all the measurements of all the equipment and a risk assessment and risk mitigation plan. All of the coordination of the demos and the yard is going to be spearheaded by Paul Murphy. And potentially as with the support of Kevin Brown. They are here to make this a really good way of showcasing things, but even in in a trade show environment, we need to have safety at the forefront. We will have spaces for lounging and networking, we'll have games, and we will also have areas for coffee. There is a food station that is a food court with some varied offerings. And if someone doesn't like those offerings, they can also come right outside. As you can see here on our airport road, from the place where you came in, there's a plaza with a few restaurant options, more informal restaurants, nothing too fancy. So that's a possibility, but we are not allowed to bring in any food or beverages from outside the venue inside. The booths that we have for indoor, for the hall, and for the yard are very similar to what we had before. So inside we have the standards 10 by 10, doubles are 10 by 20, so a little wider, and the extra large, that is 20 by 20 space. For any custom space, we will be happy to work with you. Just send us an email to railday@trax.ca. Jess, can you put that in the chat so people can copy it? Thank you.
Yeah.
We also have in the yard standards, doubles and triples. The size, of course, because of the equipment, they're much larger. But for any more specific details, you can consult the event prospectus or in the store, which I'm going to walk you through, don't worry. There are a lot of sponsorship opportunities explained in that prospectus for all ranges. So there are things that are affordable for organizations that don't have the budget, perhaps to fund the cocktail, but they can still have visibility and they can still be engaged and provide services to the audience attending. So please check the event prospectus, and if you have any questions about sponsorships, I encourage you to talk to me directly. In my absence, the rest of my team can answer questions, but the specifics about the logistics and whatnot will have to be done by me, like with me. This is a list of all the options, as you can see, from coffee, the cocktail, the shuttle that I mentioned, registration, the tour train, which is a new concept for us. It's an audio tour, so everybody can have 30 seconds or 60 seconds of an audio presentation of your company, your organization, and then that can be part of a playlist so that our guests can see that, and this will also be promoted through our Rail Day page. So visibility goes beyond that 2-day event. We also have a recruitment station, which is for the job wall, where all of the exhibitors have the opportunity to post open positions in their organizations at no charge. So our exhibitors can post there at no charge. Charging stations for people to plug their phones, hydration station to provide some beverages outside for the demo people, and a winning station for door prizes, raffles, and whatnot. So a lot of different opportunities. Please consult the prospectus for the details. And as I said, ask away if you have any needs. This year, the technology showcase, instead of just being a fixed area on the layout, it will take a more dynamic approach. They will be able to be exhibitors from any size in any part of the floor plan, inside or outside, and they will have the opportunity to speak on one of the main stages. We will have a technology showcase stage in one of the rooms. The presentations are going to be recorded and they are going to be posted on our YouTube channel as well. So the visibility of the technology showcase is tremendous. There are some parameters, right? We do not want to make this area a sales pitch after sales pitch after sales pitch. The importance here is to talk about how the technology and the innovation in the industry is driving us forward. So there's different ways that we can do that without making it a marketing sales pitch. So this is just a premium upgrade for any exhibitor, and it's going to give you stage time either between 20 and 40 minutes each day. And as I said, the recordings will be posted. The technology showcase sponsors will also be the hosts for the cocktail, the networking event on day one. And now venue services and rules. I know this is boring stuff. I know nobody wants to be following like little details, but we need to follow the rules of the venue for safety and for compliance and for insurance and all of those things that are not very exciting. But this is how we operate in a community in collaboration. So please refer to the exhibitor's agreement. It is posted on our website. Every bit of information and document I mentioned is going to be posted and available to all of you on our website, trax.ca/railday 2026. Jess, can you put that in the chat too, please? Thank you. And you're going to have these slides as well. And then for promoting your participation, we will have very briefly a kit, like a toolkit with all the resources that you may need on how you can put your participation in social media, how you can be a part of being highlighted in the website and the newsletters. And you, as I said, you'll receive in an email shortly various images that you can use in your email signatures, in your own newsletters, etc., to promote your participation at the event. Again, all of this information is going to be available on our website or directly emailed to you. So the people in this meeting who registered to this meeting will receive emails with information, and any exhibitor who has registered for a booth will receive the information in their email inboxes for the main contact. Now, as far as vendors and logistics, we still have the hotel courtesy blocks that we mentioned. These 5 hotels, they only guaranteed the pricing until November 30th because of FIFA, but the blocks are still open. And the idea, these hotels are close to the venue, and the idea is that the shuttle bus will also pick up and drop off guests to their hotels at the beginning of the day, middle of the day, or end of the day. So, and I've received a lot of questions about how to get furnishings or decorations. And so every year we have a show decorator portal, and every year we've worked with Freeman. Now, the prices for all these services are extremely high, and so we're still negotiating with Freeman to bring those prices down. And that's why we don't have a portal for you yet to place those orders and furnishings, etc. This likely won't be ready until February because it's going to take us some time in January to get that sorted and then set up. Same situation with shipping and material handling. They usually have high prices, and so we are still negotiating on your behalf to bring these prices down. And so once the portal is open, we encourage you to book their services if you need them as soon as the portal opens, because that's where the pricing is going to be at its lowest. It's only going to increase as we get close to the date. And we will also share the order forms from the other vendors. Like if you want additional cleaning services in between day 1, day 2, if you want to get, I don't know, TVs and screens and whatever technology or internet or all of those other things. Please note that the booths already have carpet. All the booths will have carpet. but they will not have padding underneath. So if you would like to have padding, that's something that you would have to order from the show decorator. All the booths have power, as every year, standard, not for huge displays, but just you can plug a computer, you can plug your phone to charge it and whatnot. And then we will be informing you and reminding you of discounts and deadlines that our vendors are going to be able to provide. Again, this is being built, and so it will only be available, I would say, end of January. But we are working hard to get those discounts for you. The sooner, the better, I understand. So we're working hard. And then the exhibitors portal. Up until last year, we had one page in our website with all the information that was private to the exhibitors, and it was a password protected page. Now, this year, we're working with a company, and we are preparing an exhibitors portal where you will have a login, just like what you saw for the speakers. It's the same company that's going to prepare a very simple portal that we can use. And this will be ready in the new year, approximately mid-January. So you will have all this information. We will be notified by email with the address that you provided when you purchased your booths. So as I said, we are still working to get everything sorted for you, but if you have any questions, the first place where you can look for the answers is our website, which Jess kindly put in the chat. And then how to get a booth. Let me take a breather. Yeah, are there any questions about any of the previous items that I mentioned? Okay. All right, no questions. If you do come up with a question afterwards, you're welcome to, oh, Francis has a question. Go ahead, Francis.
All right, awesome, thank you. So to register for the trade show, it's kind of like a question, but also a bit of a tap is I sent an email about registering to become a member. So
Francis Mongeon, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I haven't gotten to your email yet.
Okay, great.
It's been a very busy day, but today I will take care of things and I will respond to you.
Yeah, because I know that your deadline to get the specific pricing, the special prices today.
Well, yeah, that's the member price for early bird registration.
Correct. So
okay.
For us, we'd like to become a member, take advantage of your other things.
Okay.
At the same time, register for your trade show.
So that's something that I want to clarify. So the early bird pricing is for companies that were members in 2025. So if you joined now for 2025, you will only have a membership for 2 weeks. We do memberships per calendar year, okay? The benefit of being a member by 2026, if you join in for this calendar year 2026, is that you will have $750 off the price. But the early bird price was for 2025 members, right? So if a member is a member in 2025, they have access to early registration, and they have, if they renew for 2026, they also get $750 off of that. But these are 2 different benefits for 2 different members. So if you get your membership for 2026, you will have that early bird for this event, and all other events, you will have early bird pricing during the 2026 calendar year, and for Railway 2027 early registration.
Okay, awesome. So
make sense?
Yeah, no, it's just because obviously, as many people on the call, you know, the end of the year is coming close.
Yes.
In the offices and to approve, like they just say, like all the paperwork and expenses and
yes, I understand.
Other tasks may not be available, so that's why I want to make sure that we can get registered, we can become a member, and also participate in the Rail Day.
Yeah, fantastic. So if you were here early, you heard how we're going to be able to get your submissions as well. So yeah, it's really good. We appreciate your trust in what we're doing, what we're trying to accomplish, and this is how you can register. So let me start by saying we've had quite a few issues with the registration portal because there were a lot of things that we were not able. Oops, my computer went crazy. There you are, found you. So there have been a lot of testing done before, but there have also been things that we couldn't anticipate. And so we are now working with the support from our platform, and they are working very hard to help us fix the glitches. However, there were more than a few companies that were able to book their booths without any issues. And so I'm going to walk you all through the process of how to get a booth with our platform. And I would like to tell you that if you have any difficulty at all, you can shoot us an email. But I'm going to ask you to shoot us an email to the Railday account, railday@tracks.ca. That is going to be monitored throughout the holiday season, even though I will personally not be available. And so you will get a response or a solution to book your booth, or to at least hold the booth number that you want ahead of time. Okay? We want to make sure that the process is fair to everyone. And so if the issue is not solved by end of day today, at least we will have someone that can hold your booth, and you'll be able to have that. So again, just to my Megari, what company are you from? Are you a member? Are you guys a 2025 member? Okay, so yes, so you can still get, yeah, so you can still get that. Okay, Infrastructure United, got it. All right, Maya, no, I think I know who you are now. Okay, so information, how to register. As I said, we have our web page that is tracks.ca Railday 2026, where we post all the information about the event. Okay, but our sales portal is not on this page. So we have a button on our web page that will take you to the sales portal directly. Okay, and the button says get a booth. So let me show you exactly what I mean. So when you go to our website, tracks.ca, here at the top of the menu, you have Railday 2026. When you click there, this is the page that you will fall on. And this here, where it says get a booth, that's the button you will click to register your booth, to purchase your booth. Okay? And now when you are here and you click on get a booth, it will take you to this web page. So when you land here, you will click on Railday 2026. This is where you will be, and this is where all the process of how to get a booth, how to go premium, and how to get event solutions and add-ons. So you can click this button that says get a booth. It's also at the very top. It says get a booth here. When you click there, you're going to come to this area, and I don't know why the images are not populating today, but it's not going to make a difference. So here you have all the distinctions, all the characteristics of all the booths. The double, the standard, and the extra large for the hall, and the yard standard, yard double, and yard triple for those who need that. So let's say you just want a standard booth. You click on the size of booth that you want. And then you come here, it's like, oh my God, there's so many booths. I don't know which one I want. You click on view plan, and that's going to show you the plan that we have. So we will update today a layout that will have grayed out all of the booths in dark gray, all of the booths that have already been taken. So say I want booth 111. You click on that booth and you add it to cart. Now it's important that you know that you add to cart, but then you will have to add on sponsorships and premium features and event solutions at a separate step. So when you add to cart, you're not going to come back to this. It's going to ask you for some basic information, and then you're going to click go to payment. And then you're going to see here the booth you selected and the price. And then you're going to see, again, the layout. So you're going to see, oh, do I really want to be here? Okay, yes, no. You can remove it. Or if you wanted to buy a different booth, you can click here where it says add another booth. If you click add another booth, it's going to take you back to the other page, and you're going to be able to add a different one. If you want to add event solutions, for example, insurance, or if you wanted to become a sponsor here, you can click these buttons. It's going to take you to the shop. And so here you have, if you want a track panel, a forklift rental, insurance coverage, or additional badges. If you want, instead of an event solution, if you want to see all of the opportunities for like platinum sponsor or recruitment station sponsorship, or the tour train audio guide, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, you can just add this. And then let's say that's all I need. I proceed to checkout, and it's going to have the 2 items listed. Now, once this is correct, you will be able to, if you are a 2026 member, you'll have a discount code, and you'll be able to input your discount code and go to checkout. It's going to ask for a little bit more information, and then you're going to have to click add to cart once more. So let's see. Let's say I'm using an old email of mine, personal, for testing purposes. And then here you'll have the option of paying by credit card, right? So some of you will not have the possibility of paying by credit card because you're abroad, for example, and you have some limitations, or maybe you want to be a super mega sponsor and your bill is too high for your credit card to pass it on an online purchase. You will still have the opportunity to select these areas, right? And so when you put here that you want to pay, the system is going to immediately record this attempt at purchase. So we will have, and we will capture that information on our end. And then our team will be able to send you a pro forma invoice that you can process, and banking information that you can process so that you can issue the payment. From the moment that you finish this transaction, when you click pay now, even if it pops an error because you don't have a credit card, that booth can be separated for you. So I would like for you to make sure that you drop us a quick note in the email, railday@trax.ca, because that way we will know immediately, and we will be able to make sure that that booth is removed from the options for other people purchasing. Okay? So that is something that we can do on our end. And this is also a workaround for any issues with any glitches that the system may have. So if at any point you have any issue, you drop us an email, and our team will make sure that your booth and your needs are at least placed on hold, so that nobody can take that for you, so that we are fair in allocating booths in the order of interest. Does this make sense to all of you? Are there questions? I'm sure there are questions. Nadia, you're giving me a thumbs up. Thank you. You're from Calgary, right? All right. So,
Sorry, Andrea, I have a question. It's Gabriel from
yes.
Flow.
Hi, Gabriel. How are you doing?
Hi. Good, how are you? Just quick question. If we've already registered, I mean, I registered like 2 days after you posted everything, so.
Yes,
our
I
vote-
know. I
We're
know.
good, right? We don't have to worry about this part.
No.
Perfect.
You will
Thank you.
be, yeah. So companies that pre-registered, and they already have paid for the deposit, that booth is already taken out of the options for anybody to take them. So come January, when I'm back from the holiday break, I will be sending you an invoice for the remaining amount. What this allows us to do is that you can also confirm if you want to renew your membership for 2026. Because if you're renewing your membership, you'll get that $750 discount. So that's also something that you may want to consider.
Okay, I thought I had already done that, but thank you.
Yeah, it may be that you did that in your own particular case, but I'm just saying for everybody, if the membership for 2026 still needs to be processed, when I invoice you in January, you will have the opportunity to have that discount applied for the remaining balance. Okay, so we'll take care of all of those one-on-one special occasions, special cases, I should say, when we're back from the holiday break. So that was a good question, Gabriel. Thank you for bringing that up. Okay, so any other questions? I'm sure there are more questions. I'm sure there are more questions. Anyway, so we're gonna be available here for more questions if you want to ask them later. One thing I want to note is that for you to be able to process and complete this sales order, you will have to agree to the terms and conditions and the exhibitor's agreement. These documents are posted already. They have been posted for a long time. So I encourage you to click on this. It's going to take you directly to it, and you can read and you can verify. What was the maximum amount, like size that I could put in this booth? What was like, can I bring food? All of those questions are all answered there. And if you have anything unique to your case, you can reach us at railday@trax.ca. All right. Anything else? So some important dates. Let me go back to some important dates to consider. Let it load. There. The booth registration dates and the pricing as it changes. The winter pricing is available until March 20th. So March 21st, the pricing is going to go up. If you or any other company that you know want to buy later on, the price is changing, and then it's changing again at June 1st. So please remember this. And there's other dates that we may have mentioned. Is the speaker submissions will open now until February 15th. The free attendee passes. So if you want to invite a lot of people that are not exhibitors, they will be able to get their free attendee passes, but only until May 15th. After that, we will be charging $15 to $30 each. And I need to mention, exhibitors will all have a proper badge in full color, like it's expected, but to mitigate the costs that this means for the event, we are offering the free attendee passes with the option of printing at home. If someone wants to get the fancy badge printed, any attendee wants a fancy badge, they are going to have to pay $15 to $30. Print at home is free, so anybody can come to the show, no excuses. And then what we mentioned is move in Tuesday, June 16th. and move out needs to be done before midnight on Thursday, June 18th. Any questions about any of this? Silence. We have the pricing posted, so all the pricing that you need is also on our webpage. There's a document that's called price list. It also is embedded into the full event prospectus. And going back to what I was asked before about the $750 discount, if you want to get that $750 off, you can become a Trax 2026 member, and you can go to our website, trax.ca/join-trax. Again, very simple. You've done it in the past, so you can just renew your membership by confirming there. And do we have any other questions? Silence. Okay. Is there any other question, Jess, in the chat that maybe we can address now, or
Nothing that I can see here.
okay. So I would like then to invite you all to give us a call, shoot us an email if you have any unique circumstances that you would like to consult. If you have questions about the specific sponsorship, please, by all means, connect with us and let us know how we can help you. And I guess the only thing left to say is have a very happy holiday season and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you, Gabriel. Thank
Take
you,
care.
Hank, Hillary, Mai, and Christopher, Frederick. Okay, thank you very much for being here. Thanks,
you.
Anne, for staying so late. I know you're going on vacation.
Andrea, I'm going to send you a last email today about
Okay.
the booth we spoke. So,
Yep.
so I don't owe you anything for this year.
We can actually, if you want, let the celebration begin. Yes. If you want, and we can stop the recording and we can stay and I can answer your questions.
Okay.
Christopher, I wanted to mention that you already have a booth reserved, so yeah, for Via Historical. So
Okay, I had a couple of questions for you to ask outside the session.
yeah, for sure, you can stay and we can. I will stop the recording then. So because this is a case-by-case situation, right?